Good morning, mathematicians. This is Miss Hemingway, and I hope that you are ready to learn. Okay, are you ready to sing with me? I love maths, yes I do. I love maths, how about you? We love maths, yes we do. We love maths and we're ready to. Okay, so the first thing that I need you to do is find a sheet in your booklet that looks like this, and you are going to stick it very neatly into your maths book. Okay? And then I want you to get some tens and ones, bigger objects, long objects that could represent tens, and your smaller objects that could represent ones. Just so that they can help you. Okay, this is your do now. I want you to pause the video and have a go at these two calculations. When you've done them, come back to me and we will check your answers. Okay, so the first calculation I've got is 44 take away 21. My first number is 44. And I am taking away 21. I don't need to make both numbers because I'm not going to put them together. I need to make the first number and take away the second number. Where do I start? Do I start in the tens column or the ones column? The ones column, that's right. So I have 4 take away 1 is 3. And then the tens column says 4 take away 2. So I've got 4 tens. And I'm going to take away 2. Oh my goodness me. Let's do our maths work really neatly. The same expectations at home as we do in school. 4 take away 2 leaves me with 2. So 44 take away 21 is equal to 23. Did you get that right? Next one. 57 take away 32. The first number I have is 57. And I'm taking away 32. Where do I start, tens or ones? I start in the ones column, that's right. So my ones column says 7 take away 2. I have 7 ones. I'm going to take away 1, 2. That leaves me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, I have 5. And I'm taking away 3. So I have 5 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm taking away 1, 2, 3. That leaves me 1, 2 tens. So my answer is 25. Did you get that right? Okay, we're only going to do this quickly because we've been doing it every day and you're getting really good at building your numbers now. Get your tens and ones objects and we're going to make a number. Are you ready? The number is 83. Pause the video and make the number 83. Fantastic. How many ones do you have? You should have 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. How many tens do you have? Count and check that you have 8 tens. Something like that. Let's try again. Pause the video and make 26. Brilliant. How many ones do you have? Check you've got 6 ones. How many tens do you have? check you have 10 ones. Last practice. The number is 72. I want you to make the number 72. Fantastic. Check how many ones you have. Do you have 2 ones? And check how many 10s you have. Do you have 7 10s? Perfect, you superstar. Now today, we're just going to be doing that. So this might look a little bit complicated, but let's do one together, and I'm sure you can do this. So the first thing I have here is my calculation. 54 take away 23. And right now, I'm not going to answer that. That's something I'm going to answer last. So we leave that. But then it says to me, 4 ones take away 3 ones. I can see that here. So that's why we do the column method, because it helps us to split the number up into 10s and 1s, and then we only take away much smaller numbers. 4 and 3, we can do that. 5 and 2, we can do that. Much easier than 54 take away 23. So the first thing I do is I write my number 54, and then I write my number 23. And I'm going to start in the 1s column. 4 take away 3 is equal to 1. And you can do it on your fingers to check, or with your math subjects. The next column is going to be the 10s column. And I've got that here, so it's going to be 5 take away 2. So 5 10s take away 2 10s is equal to, on your fingers, 5, put down 2, it's going to be 3. 3 10s. Now, 3 10s and 1 1s is equal to 31. That means the answer is 31. 54 take away 23 is equal to 31. The whole is 54. I took away 23 and it left me with 31. Does that make sense? Let's have another practice. My calculation is 67 take away 22. So my first number is 67. I'm taking away 22. Where do I start? 10s or 1s? That's right, I'm going to start in the 1s column. And my 1s column says 7 take away 2. 7 1s take away 2 1s is equal to 7 on my fingers. Take away 2, put down 2 fingers. That leaves me with 5. So I've got 5 ones left. Next I'm going to do my 10s column. My 10s column says 6 take away 2. So that's the same as 6 10s take away 2 10s. So again, 6 on my fingers. I'm going to put down 2. 1, 2. That leaves me with 4. So that must be 4 10s. So if I put that together then, 4 10s and 5 1s is equal to 45. That's right. Which means my answer is 45. And if I then went to fill in the part-whole model, I know in a subtraction the biggest number is the whole. It's what I start with. I take away 22 and I was left with 45. So it's just filling that in there. What I want you to do now is pause the video here, have a go at the first question on your worksheet and then come back to me, because we're going to have another practice just to check that we've understood, we know what we're doing. Okay, how did that go? Was it tricky or easy? Or maybe a bit of both? Let's have another practice so that we can be even more confident. So remember, we read here. 75 take away 43. The number I'm starting with is 75. I'm starting with 75. That must be my whole then. 75. And I'm taking away 43. I'm going to take away 43. Okay? So I know that's one of the parts. The part I'm going to take away. Do I start in the tens column or the ones column with my takeaway, my subtraction? I'm going to start in the ones column, aren't I? So 5 ones take away 3 ones. I can see that in my ones column. 5 take away 3. On my fingers, 5 fingers, put down 3 is equal to 2. Then I'm going to go to my tens column. My tens column says, read it with me, 7 take away 4. That's the same as 7 tens take away 4 tens. So on my fingers I need 7, take away 1, 2, 3, 4, leaves me with 3. So 3 tens and 2 ones is equal to the number 32. 32. Let's have one last try, and then it's going to be your turn, okay? The calculation is 89 take away 55. 89 is the number I'm starting with. 89. And I'm taking away 55. Okay, so you see where I got that from. The first number is what I have to start with. Then I'm taking away 55. So I'm going to split 89 into 2 parts. The first part is going to be 55. And I wonder what I'll be left with. So I'm going to start in the ones column. My ones column says 9 take away 5. 9 ones take away 5 ones equals 4 ones. Then I'm going to go in my tens column. My tens column says 8 take away 5. Can you figure that out really quickly? Eight take away 5 is 3. So, oops, I forgot to write that there. And that's there. It's very important that you remember, if this is 4 ones, you put it here. Because it could be easy to get confused and put this one first and this number second, then the number would be 43, but it wouldn't be right because we're supposed to have 4 ones, not 4 tens. So just be careful with that. Now I'm going to put it together. So I've got 3 tens. Again, look in this tens column to help you, or look at the number next to the words. Don't get confused and put the 4 here. Your answer won't be correct. So 3 tens, and I've got 4 ones, and that makes the number 34. So that means I'm left with 34. Amazing. So, you've got this stuck in your books. Hopefully you've already done that. If you've not done that, you need to do it now. This page is in your workbook. Stick it in your book very neatly, and then we're going to have a go at the rest of these calculations by yourself. When you've done that, come back to me for the challenges. Okay, well done. This is the first challenge. It says so this is Jack. Can you see him? He says, I've completed this subtraction correctly. Is he correct? What do you think? So, for Jack, it was a missing number. It wasn't the regular type of subtraction. We weren't doing 78 take away 34 to get the answer. He actually had the whole and this part, and he needed to find the other part. Now, if we are given the whole and we are given a part, we are still taking away. Okay? So it's still a takeaway, but instead of taking away this number, take away this number. That's it. It would be a lot easier to do it in the column method, because then I can see where the tens and ones are. So I'm going to ignore this column. I know we always start in the ones. I'm going to ignore it for a second just to check that this is correct. So 7 take away 3 is equal to 4. 7 take away 3. Yeah, that's correct. So what Jack was trying to find out was the missing number. He said that 8 take away 4 is equal to 3. Is that correct? Let's see. 8 take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. How many do I need to take away from 8 to be left with 3? Well, if we take away, remember what I said, we could take away this part to get this part. If we take away 3 from 8, we will find out what this part is. Jack is not correct. If we take away 3 from 8, so if 8 was my whole, and I didn't know this part, but I knew this part was 3, I would take away 3 from 8 to find out this part. What is it? Do it on your fingers really quickly. That's right, 5. So the missing number is actually 5. He's had a good go, but he wasn't quite right. Last challenge. This one's on you. Pause the video and have a go at this challenge on your own. Wowee, let's check your answers. So this says Jess has 11 marbles, Dom has 35 marbles, Asher has 23 marbles. How many more marbles does Asher have than Jess? So Asher has 23 marbles. And the other person, remember how we use our highlighter? So all I want to know is Asher and Jess. How many more means I take away Jess from Asher to find out how many more. So Asher has 23, Jess has 11. 3, doing the ones first. 3 take away 1 is 2. 2 take away 1 is 1. Did you get that right? How many more marbles does Dom have than Asher? So now we're talking about Dom and Asher. Have a go at that one. Dom has 35. Asher has, how many does Asher have? 23. I want you guys to do the answer. And how many more marbles does Dom have than Jess? So Dom has 35 and Jess has 11. Pause the video and answer these two calculations by yourself. Well done for having a go there. So let's try this one. 5 ones take away 3 ones is 2. 3 ones take away 2 ones is 1. Oh, it's the same. That's funny, isn't it? And let's have a go at this one. 5 take away 1 is 4. 3 take away 1 is 2. So that's a bigger difference there, isn't it? Well done, you superstar mathematicians. I hope you're proud of the maths you've done today. It was a little bit tricky. Gave our brain a workout. And we will have grown our brain. So I'm really proud. Well done.